Last time we had started our journey through Orochi's hideout. Now we are going to continue our quest.
Okami.
Hold on a sec. Just gonna be sending this. Mace. I don't know why, and I wish I was there for the shinin. But, alas, I was not. So, we are now going to be continuing our journey through the Moon Cave. Yeah, movie Bob's full of it. He is so full of crap. It ain't even funny. Alright, let's talk to you. Yep, there you are. What is up, my man? Is the mic even on? Hello?
Hello? Apparently my mic wasn't on.
Wow, that's a twist. We have technical difficulties on all sorts of fronts.
Okay, I need to get it. So, yeah, more Spider-Man for me.
And meanwhile, I am streaming more doggy adventures. Last time we left off, we were in the moon cave of Orochi's lair. I am still debating on No, Mason, he didn't give him $100. Or his movie Bob is not a man of his word.
Yeah. Yeah, Movie Bob still owes me money. Yeah, occasionally, whenever I see a tweet of his come across, I go, "Where's my money, Bob?"
You gotta go at him like Stewie Griffin did to Brian in Family Guy.
Where's my money, Bob?
You got till
I'm
5.
serious about this. Where's my money, Bob?
You got till 5 o'clock. You hear me? 5 o'clock. Like you friggin' psychopath. Let's mend the broken bridge. Do I have that power yet? No, I do not. Ay. Why is it whenever I try to play this game, I always feel like I'm gonna end up getting lost? Ooh. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like there's always that one game that I always feel like I'm gonna end up getting hopelessly lost in, and Okami is that game. And honestly, I really love this game. It's just, I wish I could actually, know how to get through this game and without.
Did it actually take 6 people to subdue one woman? Really, guys?
Evidently. Because don't you know that one woman was secretly a Captain Karen in disguise? Hello. Whee! Mason said we missed the stream of the Shinin, the Simpsons version of The Shining.
Ah.
Though, to be honest, it's like, I think it would have been interesting to see that. So, you know what's one thing I found out about this game? And just based on how many people talk about it? Guess what Capcom staple this game has?
Upgrade system?
Well, we've already seen that.
How is there a drug deal going on top of the fucking building here?
Why are you on the train tracks? Because last I checked, when I saw a Maximilian dude who'd attempt playing this game, it's like he got to he was on the train tracks and then he got ran over by the train.
Oh, damn it. I hit the button. Yeah.
Alright, hold on a sec, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Alright, I'm back.
It's good to know Spider-Man's not water.
Can, what, like in Spider-Man 1 and 2?
Yes.
Yes, I am literally tormenting this hard-working demon. And by doing a move that normally would kill him if we were engaged in combat. And my dad was telling me to Yamcha the demon. Okay. What exactly did you do to the door? Oh. I think I get it. Oh, come on!
With webs, duh.
Trying to angle it so I can get all 4 of these at once. Thank you, camera. There we go. This is no ordinary chill. We're about to be fighting monsters. Yeah, no duh. Alex, you want to watch those lips sync?
Sure.
I wonder how many people would get that it's a Freakazoid reference. Jump for joy! So you're taking my advice? You want to make sure you have this. You want to make sure you have this whole place mapped out, so that it becomes easier to find things in this game.
No, I want everything to be as difficult to find as humanly possible.
I can tell.
Cover my fucking eyes. Let's make that happen.
Mason's asking if are you really a journalist?
Yes, I have a website.
Yes, Mason, he has a website. Alright. Boop. Come on. Boop. And... boop. Now take a wild guess what this god's power is.
What god? I'm not paying any attention. I'm trying to stop a carjacking.
I'm Okami, the god of fire. That the same brush god whom Chugga Conroy named his Blaziken after. Because you're Spider-Man. So what outfit would you be wearing this time besides the default one?
Well, we'll find out, won't we?
You could always wear the Far From Home or Night Monkey suit.
Fuck that.
Why do you hate aid the MCU suits.
Because they're badly designed.
Goodness gracious, mash the buttons. Yes, I get the flame powers from the flaming chicken. So, Alex, you know it was an unfortunate trend for generations 3 through 5 of Pokemon?
What?
Every single fire type starter after Blaziken would be a fire fighting type by its final evolution. So, what do you make of that?
I mean, that seems kind of stupid. Just a little bit.
They stopped doing that after in Generation 6, where they give the Fox fire type starter, or the hybrid type of fire and psychic. Take a wild guess how broken that sounds.
Pretty broken.
Yep. Hold on.
Climb, Peter.
You gotta web the guys, then the big guys, then punch them.
Excuse me, there was a fat guy between you and me. Excuse me, I hit you first. You can't stun lock me out of my own fucking combo while I'm stun locking you, you jackass.
Go to Movie Bob's tweet, he being mad at Gizmo, and tell him he still owes Glandon $100.
No. I'll do it myself. I did it on my other account. Hang on.
Yeah. But then he's gonna be like, for what? He's gonna act so...
He ignores me, usually.
Because he's an idiot. Oh, wait, I should probably talk to him.
Movie Bob has 2 accounts, don't you know? He's supposed to, keep this shit off his,
main Twitter?
Yeah.
But he's not, because he's an idiot. I want to show my friends that Movie Bob is also a liar. I think Mason, I think that's not difficult. Oh, I think there would be enough evidence to prove that he's a liar just by looking at his tweets. Alright, now we just gotta pass through this gate and fight whatever's coming. Oh, hello. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because Movie Bob defended cuties. Oh, dear. No, it's not. Odd, I can still see that word vividly.
Which of those tweets should I quote replying to?
Flip a coin.
I'm gonna go with the guy who did that. There. Tweet sent.
No problem. Oh, we got another enemy gate. Oh. Now we're fighting an eyeball of fire. Fire! Fire! Ba-da-bum, ba-ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum, ba-ba-da-bum. Yeah, found another chest.
Why are there so many of these guys here? No! I didn't even have to beat that guy up. I just webbed that guy to a wall.
I sense that I may be coming back here at some point. Just call it a hunch. But that ball right there, that ball tells me something.
Oh yeah, all my buddies just got beat up by Spider-Man, and I'm totally gonna be able to beat him myself. Not.
No, he hasn't eaten Kushi yet. He's just cranky that his appetizer isn't here fast enough. Oh, boo friggity who. Okay, now we're in a place filled with sand. You know, I don't like sand, Alex.
Of course, and it's rough and it gets everywhere.
Yep. How'd you guess?
Call it a hunch.
Oh, nope. You know, you remember that that puzzle from Sonic 06? Where you had the one where you had to push a friggin' billiard ball as silver?
Oh, yeah.
You know, the one that made people want to just skip that? Skip that and go... Oh, of course I fall.
Help, I've fallen and I can't get up. Oh no, let me hit you in the head with a trash can.
Oh, it's a good thing I can actually reveal the path using the wind. No! Damn it. Oh, thank God it respawned. For a second there, I was afraid. And I was going to have to spawn it back. Oh, come on! Well, now I'm low on health.
Hey, didn't I throw you off of a building?
Did you throw him off a building a la Gunstar Heroes? Because let me tell you, that game is bonkers. Are you friggin' for real? Did you know that there were ball puzzles in Sonic Lost World on 3DS?
No.
it is from the worst level in the game.
Huh.
And now I have the map of the moon cave. Well, it's a good thing I have health items that don't actually affect my ranking whatsoever. Or in terms of how I do in the game. Nice treasure. Ooh, some more pottery. You know, you could always wear the Sam Raimi Spider-Man suit. Alex? No. No, my mic's not muted. Yay! Hello?
Hello.
Just making sure you're still...
Calling.
Just making sure you're still there. Ooh. Found some nice treasure. So, Alex.
Yeah.
How would... So, if you were tasked with trying to improve the story of Naruto, how would you attempt to handle improvement on that?
Okay. Naruto and Sakura kill Sasuke.
That's a given, because Sasuke does not deserve redemption. Alright, what's next?
End it a hell of a lot sooner.
Though if people ask me how I'd improve it, I'd be like, if we're going for trying to make Sasuke into a redeemable character, at least make him actually come off as possibly redeemable.
Yeah. Like, assuming that I can't change the ending, yeah. But if I can change the ending, ooh boy. I mean, obviously no more filler, too.
Well, that's more the studio, not the mangaka.
Yeah.
Just as a little reminder, because, you know, unless
Bleach kinda got caught up in manga filler for a while too.
Well, don't forget, and Bleach ended on filler. The anime, not the manga. The manga had a similar thing with its time skip.
manga is also actually coming back now. And hopefully they're gonna actually wrap it up this time, because they kind of left it on cliffhanger. Hi. Don't worry about me, I'm just borrowing the top of your car for a while. Oh, hang on, does that take me out of this game? I want to see what happens if I try to go outside of the map area.
Let's see.
You are leaving the playable area. Fuck you guys.
Wow.
So lame.
Peter's not allowed to leave New York City.
Not allowed.
Peter's like, but what about that one time I went into Europe? And I'm like, do we want to remember that one time he went to Europe or no?
Hey, they got crime in England. The thing that Amazing Spider-Man 2 remembered, and Spider-Man Far From Home didn't. It's almost like with great power comes great responsibility or something.
Peter was going to throw away some of that responsibility us to get some with Gwen Stacy.
No. I'm not talking about... I'm talking about him throwing it away in Far From Home. Because, you know, Homecoming... sorry, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 at least remembered that they have fucking crime in England.
So we're moving to London. Yay!
Oh, London town.
You went back in time, didn't you? Oh, how would you know that? Because I'm Batman. And then how did Batman survive Ultron's human extinction? It's the thing. How in the world? You know what? Never mind. We'll talk later. What the
Excuse me, I hit the button game. I hit the button. Fuck you.
Oh my god. What am I supposed to do with this? Alright, so now I've increased my purse to hold more money. And I've increased my health.
How exactly did nobody take that off of the, thing? The web dissolves after a while. Why is all this stuff still here?
Good question that I do not have the answer for. You know what? How it should have ended up doing with Bumblebee's bits in their Transformers video.
What?
Well, their Transformers comedy dub. Basically, they made it so Bumblebee talks in movie quotes.
Oh, so exactly like he is in the movies then.
No, as in you know, just actual movie quotes and not just
sound bites.
Yeah, not just sound bites. My name's Forrest Gump. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I am not sure what I am supposed to be firing out of this cannon. Oop.
This is a sandbox game. It has no sense of time.
It only has a sense of time when the plot demands it. Yes, thank you for notifying me, computer. Oh, come on. Can you hear me meow?
That was pointless.
What?
Nothing.
Yeah.
I'm running up Avengers Tower so that I can get my fucking backpack I left on top of here. I'm surprised Tony hasn't given me more shit about it. Hey, Peter, do you mind not leaving your trash laying around here? Thanks.
So, how do you think you'd feel about using some of the bits of Dr. Octavius from this game into our big collab thingamabobber?
Don't talk about it right now. We've got people watching.
Sure thing.
It's just a vial of sand. No commentary on how you left a piece of Sandman at the top of Avengers Tower.
Meanwhile, Sandman does not feature in this game. It's true.
He would probably be too complicated a boss fight, honestly.
Well, Sandman was in Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3.
Huh.
He was the first boss you fought against. Hence when the Guardians of the Galaxy ended up at the raft. What am I supposed to stuff you with? One sec. You know, it's one reason why you should never trust IGN with just about anything.
Huh.
Besides their critiques being utter crap.
What specifically? What are you talking about now? Did they give this game a bunch of shit?
No.
Or your game, rather?
No. Rather...
Was it this time?
No, just rather the fact that it's like... What they did in the Fire Emblem Awakening tutorial they provided... They suggested using the, what do they call that archetype? They suggest using the Jagan of that game, Frederick, to steamroll through most of the beginning. Do you know how much of a beginner's trap the Jagan archetype is in Fire Emblem?
Not off the top of my head, but considering how much you're complaining about it, then it's probably quite a bit.
Okay, so let me give you the rundown. You have a promoted unit at the beginning of the game. And they hardly gain any experience points whatsoever, or due to how weak the enemies are in comparison to your unit it's at the start of the game, to some of your base units at the start of the game. Now, Frederick isn't going to get much mileage until later in the game, so it's best if you use him very sparingly. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
So basically, just like use him into maybe a tank some hit. But don't rely on him. And because he's gonna end up being pretty much worthless after a while into the game. And guess how bad your units are gonna be. The units that you have / recruit are gonna be later on in the game.
Worse?
Oh yeah. Especially your Lord unit, Crom. Whom is, someone you want on to be pretty OP. Ow. So, if you're wondering, where does the Jagan archetype come from? There is a unit in Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, aka Marth's game, named Jagan. That's where the namesake comes from. And guess
AKA coming to Switch in December, I think?
Why are they releasing the most outdated Fire Emblem on that console? Why?
Probably is some kind of
Why not?
testing ground.
Why not do something interesting and, like, you know, release the DS port,
Yeah, I
or
was
but
gonna
with
say.
updated but with, you know, update it so that we don't have dual screens, because Kingdom Hearts 3D Dream Drop Distance, my god, that they need to come up with better titles for these spin-off games. Guess
You need to come up with better titles for the fucking games in general.
Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts 3.
Those are alright, but
Kingdom Heart. Then there's the games that are supposedly spin-offs, but are actually part of the game's narrative for whatever reason. Don't ask me why. Because guess what? You would actually... Chain of Memories is required for understanding the plot, some of the plot beats of Kingdom Hearts 2.
that's so fucking dumb.
It is. They only give you a brief recap of it in Kingdom Hearts 2's intro. Oh, animation. As in, they briefly tell you, oh, by the way, in between the first two games, this stuff happened. And without any context whatsoever, mind you. Do you have any idea how confusing that is to people who don't have any of the games?
Quite a bit.
Yeah. I'm still, like, wondering how you'll react to playing each of those games. Since, you know, All-in-One is available for $30 off Amazon.
Eventually, I'll be getting around to playing, man.
Why you ordered it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I've been meaning to for a while.
Well, at least now you won't have to worry about needing to get like 3 separate games for.
How many people are robbing bodegas and tying up owners and stealing their vehicles?
Okay, so can I tell you something really dumb? So, until the HD remixes, only Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, and Chain of Memories had PS2, were on PS2, because in the original Chain of Memories was on Game Boy Advance. So now you'd have to own a PlayStation 2 and a Game Boy Advance to play those games.
Which are the two most popular consoles in the generation, so that makes perfect sense.
Right. Then comes Kingdom Hearts 358 Days Over 2. God, that is still such a stupid title. I can't stand the title. I can't stand Days. For a lot of different reasons, but that'll be a story for another time. Alright. Now he's going to juggle all the secret ingredients. Sugar, spice, and everything nice. These were the perfect ingredients. These were the ingredients to create the perfect little girls. But Professor Ajimi, he accidentally added an extra ingredient to the concoction, Chemical X. And no, it doesn't create the Powerpuff Girls. Eh. So now the appetizer's ready. Time to ring the... Oh, wait, there's a treasure chest right there.
I had him away.
So...
Oh, hey. I changed the loading screen, too.
Yep.
And I'm close to the next backpack.
They update the loading screen and... They update the loading screen, Emmett. Okay, so I gotta ring it 8 times. Come on, Ami.
39 to 55.
There we go.
Almost there.
Ooga chaka, ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga chaka. I swear, it's going to be interesting when I get to playing Miles Morales. Because I am going to be getting that.
Yeah, me too, probably.
Alright, so now we're going up to Orochi's throne room. The sun'll come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar.
That's what we call it in this business a sure thing. Actually, in any business.
What?
Betting that the sun will come up.
Hey, it's from the song. It's from the Annie,
Yes, I know.
which is also referenced in Deadpool for some reason. Papa, can you hear me? Oh my god, it does. Oh my god, Do You Want to Build a Snowman does sound like that song. You think it does?
Yeah, just a little. Now I'm thinking about what a Disney-fied version of Enter Sandman would sound like.
First of all, Mickey Mouse would be singing the song.
No, we've already been through that. I mean, like what if they did it with a full orchestra and things like that? What would happen?
Oh.
Actually, that's a bad choice. What about,
The cake. I keep forgetting that's what I put on Ami's Demon Disguise. Uh-oh.
After all, the cake is a lie.
I was going to do the cake as a lie, but apparently I don't have steady hands even when the controller isn't relying on the movement of my hands outside of my fingers. So here is our 8-headed serpent, Orochi.
With your ass, Peter.
100 years pass since you imprisoned me here. How is it that you have come back after perishing and turning to stone?
Monster, you don't belong in this world.
Oh, just wait till I stream Castlevania, then we'll get to that exchange.
Huh.
Which, unfortunately, is going to have to be the one with the PSP dub.
Yeah.
Much to Alex's
Wait a second.
chagrin.
Wait a fucking second. Friday, April 23rd, 2010. My 13th birthday.
Really?
Yeah, that's a strange date to have pop up in this.
So now Orochi is a tad intoxicated.
Yeah, it was a Friday. Cool, didn't know that.
Well, I can't damage him. Cheater has a barrier up. Hold us right there, vile serpent. And suddenly Susanoo is here. Once Susanoo has actually grown some balls. So Alex, what do you make of Gara?
Interesting.
Were you surprised as when the dub had Liam O'Brien voice him?
In what specifically?
And just in Naruto? Oh, in general, like when he was 12?
Dubs have... Hell, just about everything is chosen strange cast, to be honest.
You pin the big guy to the wall.
Yeah, but there's still another big guy to go.
Did you know that the homecoming suit actually gives you a really neat spider drone own suit power?
No, I did not.
Now you know.
And knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Schmo.
Considering this is a video game, probably not.
Now utter the prayer. Let the words come from deep within. Recite the words of our
All
blood.
you ever have to do with Rhino is run into the fucking wall.
Funny enough.
Is that what you have to do in this game?
Something along those lines.
Oh boy, I've played Spider-Man 2, so I remember how that fight went.
Like I said something along those lines. So not entirely.
It's close. It's close enough.
Oh, that was awesome. What do you think of the Sam Raimi suit in this game?
Not perfect. It's good though.
You know, after the DLC, you can have access to the Spider-Verse suit.
Huh. I'll have to check that one out.
So you'll have to make sure. Oh, the sake. Yep, looks like we can actually get Orochi drunk. Not on power, but you get the idea. So whenever it does like this roaring thing, and that's when you get it drunk. Riveting boss fight, wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
By the way, so if you like this boss fight, well, I'm just gonna tell you right now, we have to fight this particular boss 3 times. Take a wild guess why.
Because we haven't beaten them hard enough yet.
No, it's because Capcom likes reusing bosses.
Yeah, you said that about the last episode.
About the last several things.
You said that Capcom likes a bunch of stuff. It's
Yep.
more of a Square Enix thing, honestly.
In what way?
At least that Kingdom Hearts playthrough you did was an indicator.
Yeah, but don't forget that is just one. And that is one game. Hold on a sec, I'll be right back.
Yep.
You've seen him before. Sorry, my older sister was making a JoJo reference, and I had to get the cat back in. You still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
So,
Oh shit.
if and when you get Kingdom Hearts, so when you get in a Kingdom Hearts game, games tell me something. And what is in what order would you play them in? So Kingdom Hearts 1, Chain of Memories, then, and Kingdom Hearts 2. Ooh, then watching the 358 Days Over 2 movie because they didn't bother or doing the whole making 358 Days Over 2 a proper game on PS4, PS3, and PS4. Don't ask me why.
They don't need a reason.
But they clearly do.
They've got their way. They're on the way.
Alright, one more head. Hardy har har, very funny, Ma. And that's all 8 heads down. So are you attacking Fisk's one of Fisk's buildings? Oh, by the way, the base things, yeah, they're gonna be something you have to do. Ooh, as part of one of the quests of this game.
Will it really?
Yes.
No, I'm talking to the idiot saying this'll stop him.
Yep, and you've got another. Alright, so now we gotta summon the moon. Even though we are the god of the sun. Whee! And now his sword is glowing.
Ah, Hurricane Rana. Nice.
So basically, this guy is giving Orochi the G Gundam treatment. He's giving him his love, his anger, and all of his sorrow. Susanoo finally figured out that maybe Ami was actually helping him. Celestial Cleaver. shining finger. I'm surprised no one has taken that bit from Okami and just edited the shining finger sword bit from the show. Jeez, man. You are just ending them. Finish him.
Excuse me, what made you think an empty rocket launcher would work?
They're filled with infinite
proximity.
ammo. Oh, don't you know?
Like I said, what made you think that would work in close combat?
You got a trophy?
Okay.
Still waiting for Jurassic World Evolution to download on my IPS4. Ooh, I got a new weapon. You obtain Divine Instrument Sumugari. Oh, and you think the game is over? Oh, and many people would think, oh, the game's over. We defeated Orochi. I'm like, good one. So it came to pass that, 100 years after its first defeat, the dreadful Orochi succumbed to Amaterasu and Susanoo's onslaught. As the foul breath left Orochi's twisted body, the curse lifting, a powerful sword known as Sumugari appeared. It was the reborn...
I thought for a second you were going to say a mozzarella.
Oh, God. It was the reborn form of Tsukuyomi, which had been consumed by Orochi. Armed with this new blade, Amaterasu prepared for further adventure. At that moment, a mysterious evil force emerged from Orochi's corpse, splitting off in all directions and flying off into the distant sky. At that time, no one had any inkling as to what that force was. The truth is, the real calamity and chaos had yet to visit the world. But for the time being, Kamiki found itself enjoying a new era of peace. Our story, however, is far from over. In fact, it is just beginning.
Secret War suit. I just need 2 research tokens, and I can have a weird Spider-Man abs suit.
How weird is the spider butt?
That is weird. Noir barely looks like Spider-Man in this.
Well, considering it's Noir Spidey, that makes
yes, but
sense.
Noir tends to sort of look like him.
I sometimes light a match on my hand, and it's just to see if I feel anything.
Do I really have a good Nicolas Cage voice?
At the very least, I think it's probably better than mine.
How do you figure?
Because yours actually sounds a bit more like him, whereas mine just sort of sounds like me pushing my voice through my nose.
I, Nicolas Cage, am the greatest.
In the end, the only one.
One of us is gonna have to change, and it ain't gonna be me, pal.
course I'd like to save my game.
Okay, Super Mario Monopoly plus Harry Potter Funko Pop equals Nintendo Switch. Somehow I doubt that, eBay.
Indeed. Just because we're in peace doesn't mean we can't and spend our money on stuff, but unfortunately it looks like I don't have much to spend it on. I have to wonder how many people on Discord actually know why my profile picture is now Beast Boy. I know you know why.
How many have asked?
Yeah, I'm sure. Though I'm sure some people would ask. Know what I mean?
I'm just asking how many asked.
Sadly, I don't. I think some people did. Though at the very least, I could still take advantage of the fact that you consider our DC animated movie universe Beast Boy to be akin to Frodo Baggins. Though, do you like the casting choice of Brandon Suhu as Beast Boy in those movies?
I mean, I can't really say that there's anything particularly bad about it.
Well, he's the first Asian.
supposed to be-
Well, he's the first Asian actor to play a Beast Boy. The second is Ryan Potter.
Where am I supposed to be looking again?
That is a good question that I wish I had the answer to.
There is a landmark in this area game. There we go.
Yeah, it's one of the silliest things I've seen in this game.
What?
Amaterasu, the god, the sun god who has inherited multiple powers from several deities, and
Hey.
somehow drowns
I can't hear. Yes, too.
in foot deep water.
Yeah, that is pretty stupid, isn't it?
That was in Chugga Conroy's playthrough of the game.
I get a 10% melee damage increase, and I have 2 skill points now.
Nice. Want to use some of those? So, fun fact, in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Amaterasu is playable in that game. However, you can only. However, she doesn't really have any like unique exchanges is with any characters by herself, but rather her exchanges come from Isun. And like right at the end, like right after you win in a match, Isun talks for you. Not voice, just, you know, in subtitles. How do you feel about that? I think for like the last streaming session I'll do for Okami is probably just like a regular arcade mode run of the game, but trying to kind of beat it with her. How do you think? What do you think of that idea?
That sounds alright, yeah. I'm glad you recognized it.
Ooh. Oh, and Lowenthal has 1 L, not 2.
Oh, okay, whatever.
Just as a minor nitpick.
The autocorrect didn't stop me. In fact, that was actually what it filmed. So, I don't know why.
You still have one section of New York to go fill.
I want to play the game.
No, you go fill that section, young man.
There's not enough filler in all of the anime for that.
Oh, there's plenty of filler. Or don't you know?
This isn't gonna go poorly at all, is it? There's
What?
no possible way Otto Octavius, this is a new experiment, and with his robot arms could go poorly, could it? No, that doesn't happen, you know?
So how do you feel about my writing for DC characters? Oh, there's a crime nearby.
I know, I didn't care.
So much for great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah.
Did you know that? You know, I gotta understand why iMovie Bob had to think that Amazing Spider-Man 2 was so traumatizing. Like,
Man, it wasn't that good, but it's also not that bad.
no, I'd say it's kind of an average bad superhero movie.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's not.
Oh, hi. I Sakuya.
Man, I rewatched Homecoming on Saturday, and I didn't remember. Like, I remembered how bad some of the audio mixing was, but I didn't remember for how persistent it was. It's like
So-
it was recorded in a studio worse than mine.
Interesting. I still can't. So, you would imagine a scene where Spider-Man walks into his apartment, but it's Gwen Stacy who ends up finding him as he tries to stealthily change out of his spider suit.
Do you not remember that we said not to do this because there are people?
Sorry. A bad me. Hold on a sec. My puppy needs meditation. Oh, never mind. It's still strange how I feel like your tool for writing Constantine dialogue.
Yeah. Okay, what the hell am I supposed to be doing here? Map offline. Well, what the fuck am I supposed to be doing here? Going for myself off because I absolutely fucking will. I'll show you how this game has no fall damage again.
Now I'll show you. God, I hate that sound clip from Griffith. Like, I get that you like him, but
that's those shoes are brand new, dude. All of those clothes are brand fucking new. None of these people look like they're quote-unquote homeless to me. All this, it's probably an issue with how the game is rendering things, but none of this stuff looks like it's at all in bad shape. And he's talking about patching
some part of me admit. So, how do you feel about my writing of DC characters in general?
Pretty good. Hey,
Who looks more like,
I'm having a,
you know,
I know her face looks familiar, but I ain't able to place her either.
yeah. Ooh. One of the demons I'm supposed to be hunting down for the wanted list. So, I really have to wonder. Is your favorite bit of my writing DC character still anytime I write Constantine?
Yes.
I still don't understand why. Why, just because, you know, I don't know Constantine all that well.
You capture the essence of it, of his dialogue very well.
I captured the essence of Matt Ryan. I'm not sure how he'd feel about that. about that. Had to let the dogs in. Maisie. Puppy needs to calm down. So while I'm playing this game, my actual dogs are, well, barking at each other. Well, one of them's barking.
Quietly with a bright red suit.
Yes, very quietly. Oh, I think I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I know where I gotta go. God dang it. So, Alex, do you think it's odd how Naruto ended up having the villainous organization before like Kingdom Hearts did? Because that is one thing Naruto and Kingdom Hearts are often incomparable for. Having like a group of powerful villains all together wearing a uniform that is easy to cosplay. Organization 13 and the Akatsuki. Though I know you're familiar with the latter rather than the former.
Aren't Organization 13 literally just black trench coats?
Yes. The Akatsuki wear black robes. And my mom's watching Big Bang Theory on her phone. What the? Where did the... So, Alex,
Yo.
is there any other character or that I've jotted down on my skits that you enjoyed?
Not off the top of my head. I'm just like... oh, so now I'm playing as MJ. Okay.
Yep. There's some parts where you're playing as Mary Jane, voiced by Laura Bailey.
Some of these look like they're jacked straight from the Uncharted games. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just ruining your exhibit here. Let me see if I can ruin more of it. Maybe I can't jump. Damn. Oh, you have the most unbreakable removable glasses in the world. That's good to know.
You know, one thing that that me and Sonny ended up, I'm kind of agreeing on that maybe it wasn't really a good idea for My Hero Academia to attempt doing a fighting game franchise.
So now I am playing in a fucking walking sim. Fantastic. You know, you could move faster.
You could. But she won't. Do you think Laura Bailey sounds pretty good as MJ?
Yeah.
Funnily enough, she also happened to at one point voiced Gwen Stacy.
Huh.
So that is probably the second actress who has played both love interests at one point. The other being Kari Wahlgren,
Neat.
who voiced MJ in Spider-Man 3 when they couldn't get Kirsten Dunst, and also played Gwen Stacy in The Amazing Spider-Man when they couldn't get any of the cast from the actual movie. Because they couldn't get Andrew Garfield, they couldn't get Emma Stone. Oh, and they couldn't get anybody from The Amazing Spider-Man. Any amount of praise helps. I can and accelerate time. Ay, ay, ay. So how would you say your day went?
Pretty good.
Mine went all right. Did you like... So, I'm guessing your favorite bit that I've written for... Or the skit with the Titans is... the waxing lyrical.
I guess, yeah.
Why does it seem so out of place for Roy after he gets out of his edgelord phase? Is to just suddenly start quoting edgy song lyrics? I am getting a lot of praise for this. Already kind of missing Fran on these streams. I'm glad to at least have some company.
Yeah, part of the reason why I stopped Let's Playing was, got real fucking lonely.
It happens.
Like, I got bored and started doing it with friends, and it's like, and it was so much.
The only reason I kind of
Easier
I kind of
to handle.
yeah, it is kind of easier when you're you got someone to talk to. Because that way, at the very least, it wouldn't sound so weird. Or since someone like me, I'm not exactly the most sociable person out there. Or as I'm sure many people who've watched my streams would know. I'm what people would refer to as an introvert. Alright. Found the second and the last statue. Yeah.
So it's exactly like Metal Gear Solid.
Yep. You got stealth sections with MJ. And you gotta avoid being detected. What would you say was like one of your favorite ideas that was never expanded upon in Naruto?
All kinds of stuff.
Like if you had to name one thing specifically.
The ongoing thing, will they, won't they, with Naruto and Sakura.
They don't.
Yeah.
Obviously they don't, because Sakura is not a very good match for him. Like, let's be honest here. Or it's like after a while you kind of start to realize, maybe Sakura probably shouldn't be paired up with anybody. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Time? Oh, don't worry. I can make time go by like that. Oh, Wilson Fisk seems to be very into Japanese media. I wonder if he goes to anime conventions. And pretends to speak Japanese. Okay, so I think I should probably go to the Moon Cave, or rather where the Moon Cave used to be. So you're examining how that looks?
I'm also having a conversation with somebody on Discord and trying to maintain this response.
Right. I still remember how it's like Andy of course claims like oh my whole shindig with one of those people was over a month ago, so I don't have to answer for that. I'm like, and then you're like, okay, so Vic's allegations were over 10 years ago. Oh, can he have his jobs back at Funimation? And he's like, sure, as long as he apologizes. I'm like, no, you don't get to play the double standard card.
No. Fuck you.
You don't get to play the double standard card. Same rules apply to him as they would to you. I swear.
This is literally like solving a puzzle for one of the shark.
Hey, Lee. He said something interesting. Though, do you think it seemed a bit odd that Beast Boy would just sigh after realizing, oh wait, they're supposed to be dealing with bad guys instead of having a conversation about song lyrics? And yet I've somehow made Damian Wayne work in your mind. I don't know how I managed to accomplish that feat. I imagine Damien be like, I am a warrior, not a variety of flower. Though would he hate the color pink?
Yeah.
It's like, I am the son of a vigilante and trained by a group of assassins, not on some kind of flower.
Oh, so that was a flashback.
Flashback. And yes, I do have to learn techniques from this guy as part of getting pretty much everything in the game.
Yeah, I'm destroying your stuff, Kingpin. Oh. She got away, though. I saw her get away.
So now I get to taunt people. Yep, this is a Hideki Kamiya game. Oh, and by the way, these guys are essentially and these guys are Chinese, in case you can't tell, all by their dialect, or rather. So, my taunting at enemies is to literally pee on them. Like a male dog. That makes no sense.
Thank you, Mosquito Truck. Very cool.
Ooh, I found another stray bead. I'm still gonna have to check and see where to find the rest of them.
Haha, I'm destroying your precious artifacts.
Fisk be like,
You embarrassed me in front of her. Why would you do that at Spider-Man?
so, Alex, I got a question for you.
Yo.
So, you know how normally you end up putting up the movie poster for the thumbnail of some of our movie commentaries?
Yeah?
I have a suggestion.
What?
For Flashpoint, why don't we put up that picture, that mimetic picture of Eobard Thawne from Suicide Squad Hell to Pay?
Sure.
That should basically tell people what movie we're going to be watching. Though, should we make that a double feature night? Oh, and you'll never believe what you're about to witness. Alex?
What am I witnessing?
Well, besides them meeting up for dinner, obviously. I mean, you'll be seeing something pretty interesting in this game.
Yeah, this has definitely got the Sony face going on.
I can think of worse facial models. Looks at you, Mass Effect Andromeda. I can't.
So why do they choose to make MJ a reporter instead of a model? Or an actress?
I'm not sure.
Her face seems like it's a little bit too big for her body.
What's wrong with your face? You know, it could be worse for Peter Parker and MJ in this game. They could have Kingdom Hearts' default face. As if they had that. Oh, no. That would be Uncanny Valley to the max. Wouldn't you agree?
What did you say? Sorry.
If it were Kingdom Hearts default
Oh,
face. Now take a look at what...
Stan!
Yep, Stan Lee.
Stan the man!
I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. Stan Lee makes a cameo in this game. And you know, if you unlock the spider suits, you don't necessarily have to wear them, but you can get their suit powers. Or after unlocking them. So if you get the Homecoming suit, you won't need to actually wear it in order to get its power.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Why is it that whenever we say okay, it sounds like Mr. Mackey?
Back with I cannot avoid that. Spider drone. I cannot avoid that either. And I can't avoid that. How do I shot web? How do I shot web? How does I shot web? Guys, how do I... Okay, there we go.
Are we just all going to be quoting that age-old Spider-Man meme?
This is Yuri Lowenthal and the Spectacular Spider Games.
Okay, to be fair... Okay, so to be fair, I did kind of walk into that one when suggesting the title.
Press X to launch this in Perfect hit. Ah, that's a good one. That's a good one too. That's also by all of the innovator upgrades on the first level.
Nice. Just for insult, hold on to injury, I just pee on the enemy. Shall we dance? Says
You can
Mira.
dance if you want to. You don't stand behind. Your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, so they're not friends of mine.
It's weird how it's like at first you would think what benefit could there really be to doing all these side quests, but then comes the response of, you know, that kind of makes it easier. Though since you could probably customize your thumbnail, as one recommendation, just make each thumbnail a different Spider-Man meme.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I see this bear, so now I gotta find another round object for him to roll around on, or for him to stand on top of.
Jesus Christ, how many of you guys did you need for something like this?
All of them. You know, I have to wonder how many people would think that I am overblowing it with whatever tragedy Beast Boy ends up going through in my writing of the Titans, and I'm like, have you read the comics? Because they kind of overblow it with his tragedy in there as well. Because you know what kind of things he goes through in the comics, Alex?
A rather absurd level of character development, we'll say.
Just like nearly as unlucky as Peter Parker. How is that possible? The
Good question.
The green shapeshifter has the same amount of luck as Peter or Benjamin Parker. I'm currently trying to process that, because that is still quite a surprise to me. Like, okay, so from the top, he was born to parents who are geneticists. As he gets bitten by a monkey containing a deadly made-up African disease is known as Sakusha, which would have killed him had his dad not come up with a serum that could, in theory, save his life. There is one downside. You know what that downside is?
What?
Look at his
green.
His skin is green, his hair is green, his ears are pointed, he has fangs, and he somehow is able to shapeshift into any animal he has ever borne witness to.
And he looks like green Elijah Wood.
which is not a bad design.
No, it's not. I just find that very funny.
Yes. Because even at this point, I'm rolling with the joke.
They see you go.
They hating, patrolling, and trying to catch me riding dirty. Try 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 to catch me riding dirty. My music's so loud, I'm swinging. Anyway, so if you think Ingar's like I've seems bad now, then his parents end up getting into an accident on their boat, and Garfield ended up having to leave them on their behest. So imagine how much trauma that caused him, and especially since he has powers that could, in theory, have saved them. But, you know, he's a kid.
Huh. The Go Ranger manga has been licensed. That's cool.
Nice. Anyway.
Unfortunately, the show is not licensed yet.
It is a shame. Unfortunately, then he ended up of being taken in by a very abusive man by the name of Nicholas Galtrey.
At least he didn't get turned into a teenage prostitute by Joe Quesadilla.
Where is this from? Whose backstory is this?
X-23.
I thought it was Psylocke for a second there. Because, you know, she was turned into she was a prostitute.
She wasn't a teen prostitute, though, was she?
I think she was I'm not sure. I think she might have been a child prostitute, but who knows? I'd have to actually look up Psylocke's backstory. Right, because some people have commented that she was a prostitute at one point.
Well, anyways, yeah.
Comics are weird.
Yeah, Joe Quesada made X-23 into a preteen prostitute.
That's
or a
fucked up.
teenage prostitute.
Man.
Just a little. Just a fucking little.
Anyway, so Beast Boy gets constantly abused by Galtrey, who wants his parents' inheritance, but then and the Doom Patrol fought tooth and nail all to get Garfield into their custody. He then ended up becoming Beast Boy of the Doom Patrol. Take a wild guess what happens to the Doom Patrol.
They get fucking destroyed.
They die,
Yeah.
leaving poor Garfield alone yet again.
Serendipitous. Look at this guy wearing this. Fuck! I hit the home button. Look at this EMT wearing a mask for literally no reason. Hey guys, you do realize both of these guys are walking around on fine, right?
Evidently. Anyway.
I mean, this one guy had a car on.
Oh, come on! I'm trying to roll up a friggin' nut to this bear. Which is already difficult enough as it is, since I can't, you know... since there isn't, like, a separate thing for me to just push it. And no, I gotta push it with this kind of thing. And all just for some friggin' praise. And the thing, I'm doing this just to, you know... like, raise up my praise so that I could be a bit more prepared for the next area of the game. Which is one area I have never gotten past. Because my little sister had beaten this game. I never did. So this is going to be interesting for those actually watching. Anyway, back to Gar. Oh, and Gar ended up getting with some chick, but he had to leave her because, you know, guy with his kind of profile.
I fucking love Jameson in this game.
Funny enough, Darren DePaul, Jameson's voice actor, is also in Final Fantasy 15. He plays the character that people cite is the one thing that made people like the latter half of the game. Know what I mean? Oh, hi, Shocker.
Get back here, Shocker! Shocker! You can't escape me! I'll chase you to the ends of the earth!
Sorry, I had to.
I mean, I actually will chase this fucker to the ends of the earth.
I forget who... Oh, Shocker's voiced by Dave B. Mitchell. Oh, I believe. Who is also known as the voice of Knuckles after Travis Willingham. and couldn't
There we go.
after they couldn't afford Travis Willingham. Yes, I'm being completely serious here.
We all know you're kind of dumb, but I didn't think you were this dumb.
Ooh.
There we go.
Gotta admit, that is an interesting set of items that I will have some incentive to buy. Anyway.
No.
Oh, and so yeah, it's like, oh, you want to know what makes matters worse? Like, in Young Justice, it's like first Scar ends up receiving a blood transfusion from Miss Martian, in which somehow triggers his abilities to shapeshift years later. Or then we find out that his mom was killed because of Queen Bee arranging for her death. And then we also find out that the Doom Patrol got killed in a... Oh, want to know how they reveal that information, Alex?
How?
With a bit where Garfield is stuck in a little bit of a little mind screw. Oh, and he ends up just like having to deal with. And he ends up chasing around like a monkey and whatnot. It's like, not only does he end up living with the guilt with the fact that at that point he ended up losing Tula, Aqua Girl, old Jason Todd, Ted Kort, and Wally West, because apparently the writers decided to kill off Wally West. I'm like, did Danny Dino put you up to this?
Wally West is one of the most beloved characters in the entire Flash lineup.
No, just in the entire DC lineup in general.
Yes, I know. I'm just saying in the Flash character lineup specifically, though. No, he's
Danny Dino hates him and Dick Grayson for some reason.
Why?
Because he's an asshole. It was something K-Wing ended up pointing out when he reviewed Injustice 1 on his YouTube channel.
Supply of backpacks. Well, that explains why you've got so many of these all over the place.
And now I gotta help this gentleman. First, I'm going to cheat by using I was using an Infinity Stone so that I can cheat. around punching walls. I did it! First try. Suck it, Trebek. Whee! Ooh, I got a sun fragment and increased my solar energy. So, Alex,
Yo.
do you think I have to want... Do you think my idea of time travel is strange in Jail the Apocalypse War?
Considering it's kind of inspired by Days of Future Past, no.
Found another...
Days of Future Past did some of that, and it was... You know, people seem to think that was alright.
Well, I figure just like, you know... Oh, instead of... So it would essentially be like, you know, one-way ticket.
Okay, so, well, we've...
So it's
got
like...
the Stark suit here. The Civil War Homecoming one.
Which, by the way, comes with the spider drone.
Yeah.
So you'll want to unlock that. Since the spider drone is actually very helpful. You know what they put behind the PS5 version of this game?
What?
The friggin' what's the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man suit?
Ow, fuck you. I already bought the game.
I'm not buying both games again. Because unless...
Fuck off, Sony. Fuck off, Sony. Fuck off, Sony.
I don't even know how that was possible.
Yeah, I don't either.
No, just jumping on banners that are tilted at an angle that should be physically impossible. Found another sun fragment. You know what's kind of one other thing I'd want. honestly, and I'd want on for our expansion, like in Naruto and whatnot. Like, think.
You could also use a nap, Peter, because you're going for 24 hours.
Yep. He could go for a nap, but he's not gonna.
No. Because that'd be too smart.
Damien, and meanwhile, would be like sleeps for the week, and the week die young. And I'm just like, why would you say something so dumb yet so brave? Some part of me would be tempted to try, and if we were to ever like parody anything with Deathstroke in it, some part of me is tempted to do the whole DC abridged universe thing where Deathstroke sounds like Macho Man Randy Savage after snorting some coke. Okay, so now we've got Haruka's contract. Martin Lee seems to know a suspicious amount of business regarding those masks. You think he might have something to do with it?
Who? What?
Mr. Lee. Do you think he might know a lot more than he's leading on?
I mean, I wouldn't have thought it if you hadn't said something.
Let's just say he's acting awful sus. So, that was my first clue. I'm like, that's a little suspicious, Mr. Lee. You sure you don't know any more than what you're saying?
Oh shit! No, does it mean Demon Pete? Did you really need to go to an expert to find that out?
Evidently, because he's kind of stupid. Don't forget, this is the same character who was written to give a pair of lethal glasses to Mysterio.
That movie was so fucking dumb.
And this was the same Pete that somehow forgot his spider senses and got shot by a bunch of cops.
He was at least distracted with that.
No, that felt more like lazy writing. I'm like, one stray bullet somehow manages to catch him when he's not even... When he's just like... I'm like, how does a stray bullet manage to catch him off guard when spider sense is a thing?
It has happened before. Like sometimes if he's distracted, the spider sense doesn't warn him fast enough.
Of course. At least spider sense warned him when a car was being thrown at him. Oh no. Because remember that bit in Civil War where Bucky he just like tosses Bucky just tosses a car at him and Peter's like, "Oh god." I'm like, "Oh, spider sense."
I can craft plastic suit repaired.
Do it. Do it. I have to say that in the Palpatine voice.
And now we've also got Spider. Backpack. Night monkey suit.
Was there anything good about Homecoming or Far From Home? In your opinion?
Vulture was a decent concept, but the fact that Peter kind of went out of his way to do his absolute least to beat him until the actual climax was kind of retarded.
Yeah, that was a little dumb. I'm like,
a regular human being could have taken him down in that fucking car. Not to mention the fact that he pulled a fucking block in a school in New York. Also, by the way, how the fuck did his henchmen get their guns past the fucking metal detectors in the schools? They don't just let anybody in schools in New York, you know, especially public schools, you know. Like, you'd probably have an easier chance getting in, like, sneaking into a fucking private school than you would a public school in New York City.
alright, so...
Ah, god damn it.
Okay, so what Jurassic Park movies have you not seen?
Both World movies, rather.
Oh, so you've only seen up to 3? Was there anything good about 3 in your mind?
3 brought back Grant, who I like.
Yeah, Grant's great. He was fun.
It also had the lizard in it, which was cool. Well,
Which one?
the one from Raimi Man.
Who was the lizard?
Kurt Connors. He wasn't actually the lizard. He was supposed to be the lizard. They just...
Wait, I was talking Jurassic Park 3, not Spider-Man 3.
The guy who played Kurt Connors in that film was also the captain of the USS Columbia in Down Periscope.
Neat. Now we're at the city checkpoint. After lighting that arrow on fire, and destroying the city checkpoint, or rather destroying the stuff keeping the bridge up. Okay.
There's the fucking backpack, guys. Where's the fucking backpack? Oh, there it is.
You know, I did kind of find it interesting how Aunt May in the MCU, it was like after she finds out that Peter's Spider-Man, it's like, it's like it has a bit of an interesting feel to it, wouldn't you think?
Yeah.
It's like
I preferred how it worked out in the Mark Webb movies, I would say, but
did she find out?
yeah, she kind of did.
Or was it one of those implied that she knows, but she isn't going to say anything? Any type of things?
I can't remember, and I don't even know what the hell they did versus what they planned on doing, honestly. Because Amy Pascal sent that movie back for reshoots after it was finished, and added and changed.
I am in agreement on that one.
I might actually be able to complete this without getting hurt for once.
It may be like, what the f... A quick cut her off before she drops an F-bomb.
It's like, Disney, you do realize that you can have one F-bomb in a PG-13, right?
I think it's more like they could have had the F-bomb in there, but for comedic effect, they removed it.
Yeah.
Because you know how it is, right? It's like how match cuts work. Because in Kong Skull Island, they did have a match cut where it's like...
my apartment is in Chinatown. I haven't been there yet, I don't think.
Where it's like they... Okay, so you have... So I know you probably haven't seen the movie yet, but basically, a Kong shows up and one guy falls into his mouth, but then it cuts to another guy eating a sandwich.
Yeah.
So it's like they could have shown the guy get eaten, but for our match cut purposes, is no. You think that makes sense?
Yeah, I got it.
Of course, CinemaSins like was it really, like, did they really, like, couldn't they have shown the guy I get eaten by Kong? And Jordan Vogue Roberts said, yes, I could have, but this is called a match cut. CinemaSins doesn't know what a match cut is. CinemaSins. They should probably remove the cinema from their name now. Know what I mean?
How many thugs do you need for one fucking carjacking? God.
They need all of them, Alex. I don't know how many times this needs to be said. They need everyone they can get their hands on. It's like that movie, The Professional. Oh, bring me everyone. Which one, sir? Everyone! Sorry. Did you ever see that movie?
No.
Fun fact, the actor who plays Leon the Professional also does the French dub voice of Doraemon, which is weird. It is so weird. I'm like, what the hell?
Ah, damn it.
Getting an awful lot of praise from doing this. Don't worry, Spider-Man, you can take a break. You deserve it. Oh geez, Ryoshima Coast is hit with the dankness. Come on, get up and get down with the dankness. Would you want to come on and get up and get down with the dankness, Alex?
Sure.
I swear, or I'm gonna end up when we get to Kingdom Hearts 1, every time the word darkness is spoken, I'm just going to say dankness. Because I'm like, we might as well make a drinking game out of it as well. Every time someone says the word darkness, take a shot. I guarantee you, at least Fran might be wasted. Oh, hello. Got a new enemy here.
How did you get up on the damn building?
You know, it's my one rule about approaching some areas in games, Alex.
What?
If enemies are actively trying to kill you in that area, that means...
That's the right place to go?
Yep.
Yep.
Would you say that's reasonable?
Is down. Side mission. Ooh.
Interesting.
What, did Aiden Pierce break in and change things? Oh wait, that's
Spider-Man takes out Aiden Pierce, be like, dude, how were you not caught sooner?
Especially since everybody knew his real name.
Well, first Aiden's like, how did you catch me?
Okay, you're a protagonist of a sandbox game, so that makes you very difficult to catch. But, I'm also the protagonist of a sandbox game, and I'm superpowered.
Whoa, little sapling grows. now all we gotta do is make it bloom. I love the visuals in this game. It looks so friggin' gorgeous. Ouch.
I hit the dodge button game a couple of times.
So do you think it's odd that, that for one part of my solo DC thing, and that for a method of, that for having some form of tragedy would be introduced through one of our heroes watching a sitcom?
Maybe.
Because in Young Justice, essentially, a Beast Boy, or his mother, was the star of a sitcom called Hello Megan. You could probably imagine how silly that sounds.
Kind of.
And at one point in season 2, we see Beast Boy watching a bit of Hello Megan, and on there, and I'm just like, aww. It's like, at first it's silly, but then you're like, aww, now. And then he kind of ends up becoming an actor just like his mother was once upon a time. Also, I find it hard to though one thing I have to say is an issue that I take with the characterization of Mento in that season. I'm like, for some reason, I find it odd. Oh. Cows. Thank you for the praise. Oh, hello. You're a new color. Why do these guys have to be palette swaps? Just why? Wee! Wee! I jumped for joy.
Now, fans of Sam Raimi's Spider-Man films may recognize as Danny Elfman's little Spider-Man arpeggio there. But they may also remember it from The Flash because Blake Neely shamelessly stole it from him. And then Danny Elfman shamelessly stole it back for his Flash theme. Which is thankfully not going to be featured in Zack Snyder's Justice League because Junkie XL is returning to do the full score.
Interesting. Meanwhile, all are still all getting angry. And meanwhile, people are still all saying that Kenji Yamamoto was the only Japanese composer who ever plagiarized the copyrights.
Kamito Sumitomo would have a few words with you in that regard.
Yeah.
That man made a bunch of music for Dragon Ball by filing off the numbers from the Falconer store and the Marvel vs. Capcom soundtracks.
Wow.
And hoping nobody would notice.
And yet nobody is campaigning to get him removed from the Japanese.
Nobody really campaigned to get Yamamoto removed either, but
is it
just
weird
that happened?
Is it weird that we pronounce Yamamoto's name differently?
I don't know.
You pronounce it you pronounce it as Yamamoto, but I pronounce it as Yamamoto.
I'd have to hear somebody like actually say it. Yamamoto.
Either that, or we could look up name pronunciation on Google.
Yeah.
If you end up being right, then I'll just be like, okay, I'll just pronounce it how it's supposed to be.
So you won't pull a fucking Kaiser Neko on me then?
No. Fuck no. Oh, I ain't a goddamn tool.
That was a fucking amazing thing. It's like I pulled out the clip from the fucking show, and he's like, no, he's still saying it. I don't know why I'm saying it in a British accent. Kaiser Neko's not fucking British.
No, he's not.
Like,
He didn't even do a British accent for the character he voiced in for one of the characters he voiced in Hellsing Ultimate, which was Ultimate Abridged, which was Luke Valentine, who didn't have a British accent in the English dub. But I'm like, so these guys are both under the Waffen SS, or however that's pronounced in German. Waffen SS. Waffen SS. Yet they don't speak with a German dialect. They speak with a very with an American accent.
Yeah, they spoke like that in the Funimation dub too.
That's what I meant. That's what I said. Because obviously the abridged series didn't bother with the accent, since a lot of their stuff is somewhat lifted from the English dub. I mean, hell.
Oh man, and we have all these foreign exchange students on a field trip through England.
Where from? Texas. Ah, shit. Now we need more prayer in schools. If you're quite finished, ready the ghouls. If you're quite finished, ready the ghouls. I'm going after Alucard.
Attention, all bitches!
Is it weird that we could probably pull off that duo pretty well?
Honestly, I've been trying to figure out how to do Ganzingba for a while, so...
Mark Soskin is his,
yeah.
Is his real name, I believe. Read the fucking paper. Hey there, Integra. Read it fucking right, cockhole. Well, hey there, fat English whore. That's good. Now keep reading. Me and my big brother Luke are coming to kill you all. Oh, and when we find you, we're... Oh, God, I can't read. This. Keep reading, or I shoot the other testicle. I'm like, why did I find this funny? Why did I think...
Because it's really fucking uncomfortable.
And then there's also the fact that that it's not like how it was in the original version, where they did show where Jan was during this whole shindig, and he was arguably just as hammy in the dub. Like, if you look up his scenes in the English dub, you will see how over the top and ridiculous he was. It's just the abridged series kind of took it to a bit of its logical extreme. I'm like it wasn't at its logical extreme already.
Spider-Man, spider, does whatever a spider can. Spins a web, kills bad guys. Not really, it's just an accident. Because these games don't fucking listen.
Listen to what?
The rules.
Rule number 1. Kill the bad guys.
That
Rule
guy just boomeranged into the fucking building. I have a feeling that would hurt him worse than falling off the building would.
Rule number 1, kill all the bad guys. Rule number 2, kill all the bad guys. Rule number 3, kill
I'd like to
all
know
the...
how that happened, and because I didn't shoot that web.
I'm already back at Agata Forest.
Hey guys, I killed your backup! Hope you're ready for some spider party!
Could we just campaign to replace all the audio from this game with your snarky commentary? Or rather, just the audio from Spider-Man?
If this game ever comes to PC, I will totally record voice lines for that.
And I will just sit there and watch, and I'll just be like, this is exactly everything I've ever wanted. In life.
Okay, I'm gonna finish this jamming mission, and then I'm gonna call it a night.
Yeah, I'm a little lost on here, so I'll probably do the same after you're done. So do you know who Tara Platt voices in Naruto? She plays Tamari, who is Gaara's older sister.
Tamari, the sauce?
No. The one with the fan. The one with the big-ass fan that she carries around.
No, Tamari is a...
Of course it's a sauce. Guessing it's a food pun. Guessing it's one of those things that are similar to Akira Toriyama's food puns.
Hey.
Because people honestly don't think that Teddy or Kuma in the Japanese version in a Persona wouldn't say a lot of puns if he were translated, but I'm like, I'm gonna have to say, are you familiar with how a lot of Japanese names come about in terms of
2 for 1
originality?
day.
Sometimes it comes from actual mythology, like Son Goku, which is
a fucking web German suplex. That's amazing, guys.
Yeah. Anyways, I was saying, it's like Son Goku, which is based off of Sengoku, of the Chinese tale, All Journey to the West.
Yeah, technically Sun Wukong.
Sun Wukong.
So, you're Sun Wukong, right?
I'm Son Goku, yes.
Just go with
Roll
it,
with
Trunks. I did kind of like how TFS characterized Trunks as being a little more socially awkward. Or it's
What the hell is wrong with you?
and something like that. Like, he honestly does not know how to operate, know what a wavelength the Z fighters operate under.
That makes sense, because he'd grow up as a fucking fanboy.
Well, considering the fact that the Z Fighters were kind of like these people whom, to him, were probably like legendary fighters that these androids had basically killed.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I kind of would want to characterize Trunks somewhat similarly to that. If I were to write, I might the idea of an AU, but I would want to try not to draw too much inspiration from Scott.
What the fuck?
What?
Hi, I just web zipped through you. I hope you don't mind.
I also summoned Cthulhu. Who on a whim?
I summoned in Red Eyes Black Dragon in attack mode.
A level 7, 2400 attack, Act 2000 defense, and it's normal monster. I frankly don't know how to feel about that in hindsight. I mean, the Dark Magician roughly has around the same stats, but, you know, it's got oodles of support. And I'm just like, but the Dark Magician wasn't even the first choice of Yugi's boss monster. It was originally going to be Blue Eyes.
Now that guy's dead. That guy's probably also dead. But I guess we don't talk about that.
No, we don't. We don't talk about things that totally it didn't happen. Even though there's blatant evidence right in front of them.
Oh, hi, guys.
Oh,
Listen,
hi.
I'm sorry.
Oh, hi, friends. How's your sex life?
I'm sorry. I didn't bring enough web for all of you, so you're gonna have to share.
Oh, hello. Onigiri-sensei. Alright, I learned double jump.
I'm sorry, guys. I have superpowers. Your armor is invalid. And I'm going to make you an invalid. So, that's fun, isn't it? Oh, I think I broke that guy's neck. I'm not gonna check, but I'm pretty sure I did. Oh, that guy's gonna drown.
There's a funny thing on Twitter I saw a while back where it's like stuff from this game, but it showcases that a lot of characters actually, a lot of these unnamed mooks actually end up getting into scenarios where they would end up dead. And realistically. Alright.
Okay, I got 10 health. And I got a skill point. And I got some other stuff going on.
And as I said, and I learned double jump. Which is good because, you know, I might actually need that. Oh, where am I going? I'm supposed to be going this way.
And now I'm going to manual save. And I'm done for the night. I'll see y'all later.
Alright. And I got a manual save. since this game doesn't really come with a autosave function.
I always just manual save anyway, so that I can make sure that everything's good, because sometimes they just forget where you go in these sandbox games.
Of course. I'd
Had
have
that
to...
happen in GTA a few times. Speaking of which, I should probably need to look into maybe streaming some GTA 5 if I can.
So next week...
I'd like to play some GTA.
So next week on my end, we'll be finishing up the last Resident Evil 5 DLC, and then moving on to Resident Evil 6.
Yep. I guess I'll be joining you for that then.
Yep.
And so that we can get all this stuff sorted.
Alright.
Okay, to anybody who might be watching, I'll see y'all later. Bye.
Take care.